employees on break went down the stairs and into the tunnels, the extensive tunnel system, like a web or a maze. It circled underneath the entire kingdom. The tunnels where frozen Walt, Uncle Disney, remained buried, waiting for science to wake him up. It was cooler in the tunnels. Orlando's air is heavy, like swamp water. In the tunnels, I found Hernandez. He was sitting on a milk crate with his head against a concrete wall, and he looked like he was remembering or reliving something. He didn't expect anyone, and so looked up surprised when I tapped him. "Are they over yet?" he asked. I shook my head and added, "Fireworks bore you?" "No," he smirked. "I just can't listen to them. Makes me crazy." He paused, and then for reasons unknown to me, told me the following story. As a young man, age 16, he enlisted in the Salvadorian army to fight rebels. One night, a flare burst overhead, followed immediately by machine gun fire, and he was shot in the foot. Fireworks reminded him too much of the night that night. Fireworks made his foot hurt and his face sweat. Fireworks made him curse in Spanish. He went on to tell me of his wife and his son, and the land he had just bought, and the house he was building. Out of all the people I met at Disney that summer, Hernandez led the most remarkable life. Why? Action. Somehow he dreamed himself out of a war, out of a life of poverty, out of being wounded at age 16, and into a job, into a happy marriage with a beautiful wife and son, and into owning land. Land. The American dream. Now, he wasn't making lots of money, but he was still planning and building his life. And what he made seemed enough. Hernandez was well-liked, respected by his peers, and appeared to bear no grudges or harbor negative emotions about life or about being wounded. Now compare Hernandez with Rich. Rich, who had everything, but it came from money. He was funny, he was educated, he had 3 or 4 girlfriends at the same time, he was creative, and yet he wasn't using any of his powers to go anywhere. Hernandez, who had nothing, became something positive. Rich went to rehab twice by age 30. Now compare Hernandez to Tom. There was nothing wrong with Tom. He just bought into the dream of Disney too much, preferred to live its dreams rather than create his own. He spent nearly all his free times in front of the TV or drunk. Tom woke me every morning by watching some cartoon, like at 8 a.m. His favorites were Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan. He loved the Lost Boys and believed correctly that they were the Lost Boys. He believed correctly that we were the Lost Boys, and felt like Captain Hook, Captain Morgan in our case, was really Peter Pan's father, sort of like Darth Vader and Luke, he said. One morning, I woke, rubbed my eyes, fairly annoyed, fairly hungover, as Tom sang, "Happy Unbirthday to You." He was sitting on the couch, same couch that I slept on, sitting at my feet. "Great," I moaned. "Alice again. Fucking Alice. I just love Lewis Carroll." Tom responded by saying, "Who is Lewis Carroll?" "He's the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland." Tom looked at me like I was either stupid or leading him on, and then said, "Lewis Carroll didn't write Alice in Wonderland. Walt Disney did." "Yes," I said, "I forgot. The cult of Walt Disney. His body is frozen somewhere beneath the Magic Kingdom. Let's go steal it and sell it to Iraq. We offer you a famous American dictator." I think Shakespeare's skull is down there as well. Hernandez probably had never read Lewis Carroll or had seen Alice in Wonderland. And he wanted to use Disney to build something of his own, not disappear into someone else's fantasy. Disney was good to him because he used Disney as a means to a larger goal: family, home. We, the Lost Boys, used Disney to get fucked up, to dream. For that was America, the land of dreams, of special effects, sold to us by large